What's up, you guys? So if you guys watched my last episode, this is part 2, and basically I'm about to take off the axles on the passenger side. First, I'm going to do the passenger side, then I'll do the driver's side. Alright, you guys, so I got the axles off. Next thing I gotta do is I gotta take these off right here. This is the shift linkage. And yes, there's coolant on there that I spilled from the top. So that's basically what I gotta get to right now. Alright, shift linkage is off. All it was a number 12 on one end, right here, and then this end had a little pin, and all I did to get the pin off was tap it with this, and that pushed the pin out. Alright, so motor mounts are coming off now. They're 17s. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off right here. I took off these bolts that were in the front of this. They were also 17. And then this one has the bolt. Let me light this up better. That bolt, that's right there. And this has been removed. And then these two right here are the only two right there. And then in the back, there's one right there in the back that you guys can see. I'm going to have to get to. So I'm on the way to go get the mower to go pick it up. I don't have a truck or anything, so I'm going to be using my wife's car. I took out the front seat, and I put plastic, and I think I'm going to pick up the block and set it right here. Alright, so we just made it back to the house. The motor's right here. I'm about to pull out the motor, open up the garage, and we'll go ahead and I'll show you a better picture of the motor. Alright, so I just carried this from the car to the top of this tire. And look at how clean this is. D16A. Supposedly it's got around 37,000 miles. You guys can see how clean the block looks back there. Everything looks like if it was still brand new. There's another tag right there, D16A. As you can see, the intake manifold is completely different. I'm going to have to swap mine out to this one. Another thing over here is this. This is where the VTEC solenoid goes. It's like a little blockage thing. I'm going to have to take it off, put my solenoid on there. Yeah. So, I mean, it looks pretty good. It's going to run a hell of a lot better than my motor. Here's my motor. I finished pulling it out. Look at how greased up that block is. D16Y7 with the VTEC head. Here's the VTEC, the blockage thing that's over there. This is where it goes. And I need to swap my intake manifold and all my sensors and all that crap for the ones over there. And I believe my alternator has to be swapped out too. I think the plug might be different. I'm not sure. I gotta look at it. And my transmission also. But everything's out of the car. I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding off all the little rust spots all over the place, so I can lay some undercoating. I think I was gonna paint it to make it all pretty and stuff, but I'm thinking since it's gonna end up being a turbo setup or being used for more of a performance kind of vehicle, the flat black will be the way to go. Easier to clean up. I can just hose it down if it ever gets filthy. So that's just going to be the engine compartment. And I do have some of this stuff still. I have a can and a half of this, the rubberized paint. So I might just go ahead and use that. Alright, you guys. So I'm pretty tired right now. I went ahead and I stripped out some of the stuff from the motor over here, from the D16A. It's kind of dark in here, but I took off a lot of stuff. This motor is so clean. I opened up the valve cover. And I went ahead and I scuffed all the rust that there was. And I went ahead and laid one layer of the rubberized undercoating. I laid it everywhere. I'm going to have to lay another layer pretty soon. And I'm painting my valve cover also. And like I said before, I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day today. I had court in the morning and then I went out to go get the motor. I got the receipt right here from the guy. I'm going to show it to you guys how much I paid for the motor and where the location is for any of you guys that are out here near Chicago. This is the invoice. JDM Chicago. There it is. That's the address with their phone number. 847-288-0536. I paid $770. And this is my receipt. I have 90 days warranty, so I'm pretty sure the motor will be in the next few days in the car. So with that being said, oh yeah, those guys over there, man, those guys were great at the shop. They took me around, they showed me everything, and they were very friendly. very helpful. He was telling me what I needed to do to convert this, take this off, and you got to use your other one. And they also helped me load the motor into the car. They didn't have to, but they did, him and his buddy, and they were very friendly. I would definitely recommend them to anybody, any of my friends, anybody, any of you guys. So if you're out here in Chicago, that's a place to go get your motor. Alright, you guys, so check this out. I got my axles back. On both sides, they're in. I got the motor in there in the motor mounts. Everything's secured. I went ahead and I laid the black undercoating to everything. And right now, I'm in the process of putting the wire harness back in. And the distributor plug didn't line up with the D16A, so I had to swap out the distributor for my original one from the D16Y8. And right now, I didn't record this process because I've been just trying to get this motor in. That's the main thing right now. I gotta get this motor running by tonight. My valve cover, I try to create some kind of a wrinkle finish on it. I don't know if you guys can see this. I went ahead and I cleared it. But it's got a wrinkle finish to it. I really like it. I'm going to go ahead and put the valve cover on. And I still got to do my exhaust manifold. You see my header down there. And that's where I'm at so far. So I got everything pretty much almost assembled. The only thing missing is the header. I got the coolant in already. I'm going to leave the funnel there until I turn the car on. I got the oil in, all the grounds, everything, the intake manifold, everything's plugged up. So basically the only thing I'm waiting on right now is the exhaust manifold and the shift linkage that needs to be put back together. And I got to put my wheels back on both sides and tie in this center bolt. And everything's looking really good. So I went ahead and I started her up. I shot the timing and I waited for any leaks, any fuel, any coolant, anything, and it's looking great. No leaks at all. That red stuff that you see right there, right here, that's the spray that I use for the intake manifold to make it all sticky so it can stick together. The alternator's working. Everything's working really good. The only thing that I did was swap my distributor for my Y8 distributor, and then it's got a sensor. What is it? A crankshaft precision sensor. It's right there. You can see it's disconnected right there. There's a way to get around it. Right now, I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm pretty happy of how it sounds, how it's driving, and it feels way faster than the Mini-Me swap. I'm under here. This is radiator coolant because I spilled some coolant. There's no leak whatsoever. That's like an old stain over here. A footprint over here. Yeah, it's all under here because I spilled it. I went ahead and I got all the bubbles out of the radiator and I ended up spilling it. Yeah, I highly recommend these guys. See a little bit of oil right here. I'm not sure if that was on there or if it's starting to leak out or what. See a little drip right there. Very satisfied with this swap. It's running so good. This is going to be the end of the JDM D16A swap. Catch you guys on my next video. Hopefully we'll be doing some suspension. Peace.